What up? It's your boy Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network. And you listen to my boy T. Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. You better tell somebody, baby.
The What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Yeah, y'all know what day it is? Do y'all know it's Friday? I'm telling you it's Friday, because I know. Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, though? It's your boy T. Wilson, and I am live on a Friday morning, and I am groggy this morning because I was up late working on a project, man, and I'm excited about it, though. So anyway, but it was a lot of work, and I was up all night doing it, and now I'm groggy and tired, and coffee drinking ain't even helping or nothing. I need a bucket of coffee. Just give me the beans. I ain't even got to make it. I ain't running no water through it. Just eating the coffee dry. That's how bad it is right now. So anyway, let's get to some birthdays, man. On tap today, I've got Lloyd Cohen, Laverne Cooper, and last but not least, the beautiful Nicole King. Happy birthday to all of y'all. And now that I got my birthdays out the way, let's go and get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports?
In sports, the physical NFC West engagement between the Arizona Cardinals and St. Louis Rams won't quiet Thursday night football critics, mostly due to, I said critics with a C at the end, mostly due to the lack of offensive fireworks on display last night. Despite a shaky quarterback situation that appears to have gotten even worse in Week 15 with Drew Stanton leaving the game early with a knee injury, Arizona found a way to win again. The Cardinals managed a 12-6 victory, improved to 11-3 on the season, and solidified their status atop the NFC for at least one more week. After the first quarter, it appeared the Cleveland Cavaliers would be just fine without LeBron James. Too bad there were three more quarters. Russell Westbrook scored 26 points and Kevin Durant added 19 as the Oklahoma City Thunder held on late to earn a 103-94 victory over the LeBron-less Cavs. The margin between the two teams was greater than the final score indicated. Oklahoma City held an 86-66 lead with under 10 minutes remaining and let their foot off the pedal just a tad. The Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton doesn't know when he'll be back on the field, and at a Thursday press conference, his first since suffering a back injury in a scary car accident this week, the Pro Bowler indicated he doesn't really care. He's just happy to be alive. When I'm coming back, who cares? He said. That's not something I'm worried about right now. I'm just thankful to have breath in my lungs so I can breathe again. Sounds to me like he was trying to sneak in an Eric Garner reference there. Is that what he was doing there? This kind of sounds like it. I don't know.
What Up Doe Entertainment?
Karrueche Tran insinuated Chris Brown abused her by saying the singer repeatedly mistreated her, but it was a mental, not a physical beatdown. Karrueche was referring to numerous times Chris publicly disrespected her when their on-again, off-again went south. She cites numerous examples, such as Chris went on Instagram and liked pics of Ivana Ventura and Justin Bieber's ex, suggesting they were together. He Instagrammed a pic of Kendall Jenner on his lap. Chris plays the Rihanna card, sometimes liking her bikini pics and even wearing a necklace Rihanna gave him. The most recent rant on stage this past weekend, he said, "F that bitch," referring to me. Carucci says she's sick of Chris intentionally making her feel bad, so she's done for good. Whoa. You, the bitch that went hanging out with his rival as he was in jail. You went to Toronto to hang out with Drake. Yeah, you're claiming y'all wasn't doing it, and so does he, but you're still hanging with a guy that you know he publicly has beef with. And just recently you was hugged up with Ray J. And you got petty issues like, he's liking her pictures on Instagram. He even wore a necklace she gave him. That sounds petty little girl bullshit that, you know what, you're about to be a Hollywood toss around or R&B toss around, however you want to call it.
You suck, you jackass.
As far as I'm concerned, Carucci, you are the jackass of the day. The truck driver who maimed Tracy Morgan in that horrible car accident is scoffing at Tracy for claiming financial hardship, saying Morgan was certainly rich enough to afford a limo at the time of the crash. Tracy and the other victims are suing Walmart, claiming driver Kevin Roper caused the accident because he was sleep deprived. Like I am right now. Roper has filed new legal documents asking the judge to put the brakes on the civil case until his criminal case runs its course. Morgan wants to press ahead with the case because he needs the money from a judgment, presumably because he can no longer work. Roper says Morgan's financial woes don't hold a candle to his. And his evidence of that is the fact that Morgan was being driven in a fancy limousine at the time of the accident. And I was just a truck driver, says Roper. You know, on one hand, I feel it's a double-edged sword. I feel bad because Tracy's right. He can't get work, and I'm sure he's got astronomical bills that he has to keep up with without being able to continue to generate income. But at the same time, I understand Kevin Roper's case. I mean, you're right. You don't have as much as Tracy. Never had as much as Tracy. And you're facing jail time. So, you know, I get it. He's sitting there like, I'm about to go to the joint, man. You talking about trying to get some money. We better, let's finish this up first and see if I can get out of going to jail. I mean, if I'm going to be in prison, let's go ahead and get it over with. But if I can get out of this, then let's go ahead and get it over with. So I feel you on that, big dog. I can't lie. I feel him on that. So I was going to hit him with a "you suck, you jackass," but I'm not. Because now that I've heard the story, read the story, and heard myself read it out loud, I feel his pain, man. I can't empathize, but I can sympathize. So we're going to move on. Kevin Hart has come out swinging. It's Sony exec who growls, "I'm not saying he's a whore, but he's a whore." You remember that story from yesterday? Well, Kevin said he will not be taken advantage of by ignorant bosses. Kevin was the subject of a Sony leak Wednesday when an email was leaked from Clint Culpepper, who made the comment because Kevin wanted additional money for promoting the movie Think Like a Man 2 on social media. Kevin just fired back on Instagram, "I own my brand," in all caps. "I make smart decisions for my brand. I protect my brand. I will never allow myself to be taken advantage of," unquote. Kevin takes a swipe at Culpepper, saying, quote, "I'm able to brush off ignorance off of my shoulder and continue to move forward," unquote. And Kevin offers inspiration by saying, quote, "Knowing your self-worth is extremely important. I've worked very hard to get where I am today," unquote. Sony, I tried to warn you. Just leave the dude alone. Just pay the man. It ain't your time. It ain't your battle. It ain't your time, man. It's a different world out here right now. And shit, people fight back. Hashtag boom. Hashtag bam. Hashtag kapow.
What Up Doe News?
In Tokyo, Japan, a restaurant announced couples will not be welcome at the eatery on Christmas Eve because the sight of them would make single customers feel lonely. The Pia Pia restaurant, posted a note in its window featuring a hand-drawn couple and a heart that have been crossed out with an explanation stating, "We will be refusing entry to all couples on December 24th, with no exceptions." The note says couples would serve as a reminder of loneliness for single patrons on Christmas Eve. And romantic pairs would cause severe emotional trauma to members of our staff who have to work on the holiday. See, that's what it's all about. Why not just close for the day, you greedy bastards? Don't act like you're worried about how your staff gonna feel when couples walk in. Let them go home for Christmas. Well, since they have to work on Christmas, we don't want to make them feel bad. But don't make them work on Christmas then. Let them have the day off. Close, bitches. Punishing people because you got a guilty conscience on some shit. That's wrong, man. Need their ass beat. Need your ass beat. I need Tony Roberts in here. Because you need your ass beat. Anyway. Mount Lawn, Yukon, fire investigators in Canada's Yukon Territory said a dog making a meal out of some Strike Anywhere matches was the likely cause of a house fire. Dennis Berry of the Yukon Fire Marshal's Office said investigators probing last month's fire at a Mount Lawn home determined the fire started in or near the home's dog bed and seems to have been started with some Strike Anywhere matches the canine arsonist had chosen as a chew toy. He said the burned remains of a box of Strike Anywhere matches were found near the dog bed. The most likely and most probable conclusion is the dogs at some point took the matchbox and were chewing on it or playing with it, and that caused the matches to ignite. He told the What Up Doe Show. I was trying to get my Canada accent on, but I kind of blew that one. But I ain't mad at you. Man, it's Friday. I'm just ready to go. All right, one more story, and I'm out of here, man. It is Friday, dude. I am just ready to go.
What up, everybody? This is Gil Lowry from the Onyx Truth Podcast, and you were listening to my homeboy T. Wilson from the What Up Doe Show. So keep it locked, fam.
In Washington, D.C., a couple fed up with packages being stolen from their porch said they put a box of dog poop on their porch and recorded it being swiped. Andrea Hutzler said she and her boyfriend decided to give the thief his excremental comeuppance, however you say that freaking word. Why do you use that word? After 3 packages were stolen from in front of their home since October, with the most recent theft being caught on camera. The couple filled a box with their dog's doo-doo and changed the angle of the hidden camera to get a shot of the thief's face. She said the thief, apparently the same man from Friday's video, was recorded walking off with the shit-filled parcel Monday. Good luck when you open that one. Wish I could see his face when he opens it. It'll be full of dog doo-doo. They'll say, oh, Shiznit. Yo, that's all I got, man. I got to get out of here. It is a Friday. I want to thank you all for joining me. And and have a good weekend, man. Big up to my man, Latone Heart. He hosts a show called The 730 Show. You can catch it on Spreaker.com, Stitcher.com, and iTunes. Big up to Dino Red of the Shiznit Show. You can catch him on Stitcher.com. Big up to Lavinia. She be show enough. Love that show, man. Her show is called Straight No Chaser. You can catch her on Stitcher.com. Also, she has a show with her cousin, Pagetto Rising, called Just Thinking Out Loud. Both shows are fantastic. Both shows can be heard on Stitcher.com. Big up to Enrique Black. Enrique Black has a show called The 5 Minutes Away Podcast. And if you haven't heard it yet, I am on his latest episode. You can catch that on Stitcher.com. Also, big up to Murray Riley Jr. of the Sky Shout Radio Podcast. You can catch him on Stitcher.com as well. And that's all I got, man. Peace out, pressure crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and I'm out of here like last year. Peace.
Hey, this is Spanky Hayes. You listening to the What Up Doe Show.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, Doe?